I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago.
Hey y'all, welcome to another chapter of Adventure of the Bus. She got a dance floor. The floor is down and it is finished, or at least it's finished with this part. The rough out of the flooring is done. And now all I have left to do is to start building out the cabinets and the bed, and then start putting down the top flooring that would go in. Of course, we got wiring, plumbing, and all kinds of other details to take care of. But she's coming along great. Really encouraged with how the progress has been. I had to kind of take a week off because I had a friend from out of town. I have some cool stories to go with that. But just wanted to welcome you to this chapter. Tell you that there's been a good progress made. We have a good solid firm foundation put down. Everything's all in place now, and we are starting to do the finishing touches on the floor. And so welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoyed this chapter. Blessings, and thank you for coming by my channel.
Well, good morning, and what you see me doing here is preparing the bus to move it. I like to move the bus sometimes when I'm working on it. I don't like to be on the grass area when I'm working on it sometimes because it's just not great. There's lots of bugs in the grass and stuff like that, and I often end up with bug bites and stuff. So it's better if I'm on the pavement to work on a lot of stuff that I need to work on. So that's what you got to see there, was me moving the bus from the grass to the pavement. It's not really super complicated, and right now I'm preparing to get ready to start working on the floors. Now, a lot of the wood was down at this point, but I had just kind of tacked it down in place. I had not put it in permanently. I had just kind of put the corners down and got it ready for being ready to do the floor. I had put down like the grid, and I had put down the foam and much of the part of the floor, but I had to go in, and what I was doing here was going in and taping the joints between the grid itself and the wood, and just to seal it off for any kind of just keeping insects out and keeping a good seal on the insulation part so that it would be solid, and make sure that the insulation doesn't shift or anything like that. I don't think there's really a great purpose in it, but I know that there's a lot of people that might comment on thermal bridging and stuff like that, but I am not worried about that. There's so much steel on this bus and metal on this bus that it's just kind of hard to get away from it. I'm going to just do the best I can with what I have, and we'll work with that and try and avoid as much possible thermal bridging as possible. Just going through and putting down all the screws in the thing. I put the broom down to kind of line it up with where the actual boards were, so that I could hit them on target. It just helps to have a straight line where that stud is, so that you know that you're drilling into the right spot and not missing it. Because I'm going from wood to wood to wood, I was just able to screw these in and not have to pre-drill these holes, and that was wonderful because I was kind of tired of drilling at this point. And there I'm just lining up a tape measure so I can find out where the actual board is there. One of the things that I probably should have done in the beginning was I should have, at this first board here, I wasn't marking where I had the actual board studs. I was just doing it by measurement. And so a couple of times I struggled with actually finding where the stud was. So it's always good and wise to mark where your studs are when you're working on a project like this. It's very helpful, and I'm just getting everything down secure. And this is the first piece, and it went pretty smoothly and quick. I've had some trouble with my camera lately, so I haven't been able to get the time-lapse photography to work on my camera anymore. I'm gonna have to invest in a new camera, but this was just me. I'm actually now videoing at real time, which takes up a lot of space on my hard drive, and then basically coming in and speeding the clips up, which it still works, but it just takes up a lot of space, storage space. And so now I'm moving on to the second piece. It is basically the same procedure over and over again. I tried to shorten some of these clips so that it's not monotonous and boring for you. What I'm planning on doing now is I'm working on a special project to finish up a project that my friend Amir and I started after we worked on these floors. I got these floors finished before Amira came, and Amira is going to be in next week's video. She helped me out with a special project, and you're going to see what that is next week, and I can't wait to reveal it to y'all because I'm really excited about it. The thing about that particular project is it is still in process, and so I'm trying to put the finishing touches on some of that and get it finalized and finished up. Some people have gotten to see a little sneak peek of what it is because they've been here and they visited my property, or actually about a week ago I took my bus down to Charlotte. That's when I gave the testimony on Instagram about how my church blessed me. And when I took the bus down to Charlotte, a lot of people at my church got to see the special project that we've been working on. And it's kind of a cool project. Yeah, my friend Amir had to say, you wanted to do this, you wanted to do it with the hardest wood possible, and you wanted to make 2 of them. That's really crazy. So I'm giving you little hints about what it is, but I'm not going to say what it is until next week. And I'm finishing up the floor here on this. So the back area here now is done, and I'm kind of buttoning it all up. So after I get that particular project finished up, I'm going to start moving on to working out this floor plan. I do have those pieces of wood there, and that's part of the wood that I'm used for the wallboard. I'm putting wallboard up. I'm kind of torn whether or not I want to do actual framing and frame it out because I'm trying to save space. So I'm just going to probably put the wallboard up and then set some trim on top of that. I've got that birch plywood there that works really nice to cover up the insulation and stuff, and it's just nice, and I have good flat surfaces to work with, so I'm going to just probably go with that, and then I'll put some trim pieces on top of that. Biggest thing is I don't want to cover up the windows too much because of the fact that I had some problem with leakage and stuff like that, and I want to still have some things accessible easily. Don't have to tear up my entire build to try and fix a leak or something like that. So this is me starting on the next section here. This is the 2 front sections. I basically have 4 big pieces of board down for the top layer of plywood. It's all 1/2-inch plywood, and I'm going to go through and tape this section here. And then once I tape it, I'll drill it back down just like I did with the other pieces. So been trying to work on the layout and floor plan of what I want this to be. Still kind of chewing on that a lot. I know where I want the bed to go, so I may just go ahead and build out the bed, and then from there see what kind of space I have left. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm kind of working on those ideas. I do want to build a wall between the cab and the main living space, so I might work on the bed and the wall next. So that's kind of probably the directions I'm going to go on the next couple builds. I do have some challenges in my schedule right now because of I had my friend visiting from out of the country, and then I'm actually going next week. She just left yesterday, and I'm actually going next week to be with my parents because I have people coming in to rent my whole house for Airbnb. So when I have a whole house rental with Airbnb, I have to vacate my house for a week. And so I'm going to be doing that next week. I'm going to be hanging out with my mom and dad, probably doing a couple small projects with them. I'll see if I can get a little bit of video of that and let you see what it's like to work with mom and dad a little bit, and you get to meet them a little bit and get to know them a little bit better. So I love my parents. They're sweet and dear, and my mom is just a little firecracker. I love her. My dad is just living the best life he can with what he's got right now. He's just walking through and dealing with the cards he's been dealt, and he's trying to make the best of it. So now you're seeing me secure down this particular piece of flooring. There's like 3 pieces of insulation there that I didn't finish up, and that one keeps falling down because I didn't adhere it to the wall, and so I have to go work on that too. I think later on in the video you'll possibly see me working on that a little bit, or it's going to be in one of my upcoming videos where I'm going to actually be working on the walls and sealing the walls like I did the floor, and then basically putting my wallboard up. So I'm going to probably be doing a little of that this weekend. But right now what I'm doing is finishing up that last section of the or the first section of the front floor. And then you'll see me move on. Of course, I'm using the tape measure again. And you'll see me get one screw in here where I'm going to be struggling with it. I missed the stud entirely and then I couldn't get it out. That's what I'm doing right there. I had a screw that went in and missed the stud, so I'm trying to get it out. And I'm wrestled with it a little bit. Then I found out where the stud was, and then it wasn't where the stud was, so I had to take it back out again. So that was a little frustrating. But I got it squared away and ended up figuring out what I needed to do to get that board secured completely. And then I started on the next one. So we're almost done with the floor, and it's a beautiful layout, and I have a very, very nice big open space to work with. I've just been trying to decide whether or not I want to put a full bathroom in, or just a toilet. I have to have a toilet in order to rate it as a camper, so I'm definitely going to put a toilet in, but I'm not convinced I want to put a shower in. This shower takes up a lot of space, and since I'm not planning on doing a lot of boondocking, I don't really feel like it's necessary. I can put in an outdoor shower for kind of like if I need to have a shower, I could put a shower out there, but I feel like I have limited space and I'd rather use it for when you build a camper, it's usually best to build it to your lifestyle. And it's not that I don't like showers. I love showers, but I'm planning on camping in places that have showers. And so I'm not going to be doing a lot of boondocking, like I said. But I do want to be able to self-sustain if I need to. So I will do an outdoor shower and put it on the outside of the bus. And just then it's a lot less hassle to have to deal with, and weight-wise, because if you put the tile in and all that stuff, it's going to be a lot more weight. And I'm really trying my best to keep the weight as minimal possible on this bus, because it was already a heavy bus to start with all this steel framework that she had. It just causes a lot of weight in the bus, and I don't want to add to that weight any more than necessary. So I've been trying to use materials that would be lightweight and not add to the weight of the bus. And so I think I've done a pretty good job of that. And now we're putting in that last section of flooring right there, and then I'll move on to the cab area. So this went pretty quickly. I mean, it took me like a day, maybe 2 days to do, because it wasn't really a hard, arduous process. And I think I got most of this done in the same day. But the only thing that slowed me down is I ran out of tape, and I had to wait. I had to order some more and wait for it to come in the mail. So that's the only thing that really slowed me down in this process. And I think I had to buy more screws too, because I used a lot of screws in this process. So yeah. But it went pretty smoothly, and now we have a nice big open space to work with, and I'm absolutely kind of ready and raring to go, especially after taking a week off of working on the bus. So I'm really ready and raring to go to the next level. And what you see me doing here now is when I pulled up the second piece of flooring, I don't know if you noticed, I marked arrows on the floor of where the actual studs are. So I've lined the tape measure up with the studs and went back to the first piece that I was working on, and I'm actually putting the screws in to finish securing that board down. And so now I've moved on to the cab part. There's a little like edge there that's in the front of the cab, and if you don't have wood in here, there's a lot of heat that comes up from underneath and fumes that come up from underneath. And so I had to put some trim pieces on there to seal to close that off. I will put in grate foam later on to seal that out, to make sure that there's no air flow in there, because there's a lot of fumes that come from the exhaust system, and I don't want that to be in my my area. So I will spray in some grate foam after I get that. I can go up underneath the bus and spray that in from the back side so that it'll get a better seal. So you just see me putting these pieces in place, and what I was doing was cutting birch plywood and then putting it in with screws, sheet metal screws, to secure it in place. I have some trim pieces that I'm going to probably put down later to trim it out and make it look really pretty. But right now, that's what I have, and it went pretty quick and smoothly. Just had to use my miter saw a little bit, and my table saw and my miter saw was what I used to cut these pieces out. And I'm really, really happy with the process, and it came together quite well. And I have a piece behind the seat and another piece on the left side there, or on the right side of the seat there, that I have to still do. But I have to take the seat out to finish this off. So what I may do is take the seat out, spray the grape foam in, and then in all the sides, and then while I have the seat out and I put that last piece of plywood in, I'll just go ahead underneath the bus and finish it. So that may be the easier way instead of having to crawl up underneath the bus and do it. So I'm going to just probably do that soon. But I'm trying to think of if I want to take the bus with me down to my mom and dad's, but I don't know yet.
Hey y'all, it's fall, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video all the way through. I really appreciate you and all your support for all those who actually watch the videos and listen to all the things that I learn and have. I think that it's really important to be present in life with people. Fall weather is coming right now, and it's really a time that we love to take a little bit of time out and enjoy some of the activities that are on and available to us. The leaves are starting to change. It's going to be in another couple weeks. It's going to be absolutely beautiful here. So I had a friend in from out of the country, and I wanted to make sure I was present with her. So I just want to thank you for supporting this channel and following along with the adventures of Adventura. I have a dance floor now. I could actually dance in that van. And there's a lot more to do, and I haven't got the actual final flooring down that I'm going to actually put on the floor, but we've made a lot of progress, and I have some exciting things coming up of plumbing and electrical and all kinds of stuff. And we made a lot of progress on the electrical as well. I got that little electrical panel installed and edited out a lot of the wires, and I have all the flooring in place now. And I'm starting to work on some of the walls, and I'm trying to finish up the other project other special project that we have coming up. Next week, you will see what that project is. I didn't get to finish it yet, but I'm hoping tomorrow to get some time in finishing up that project. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because that's for next week's video. And you actually get to meet my friend Amara, who was here to help me with that project. I'm really excited about what's to come up in the future of Adventura. We've had a couple bumps in the road, but it's been good, and I'm excited about what's next for us. Thank you for taking the time to stop by my channel. Please take time to subscribe and share this video, and don't forget to like it. Blessings, and y'all come back now.
Thank you all for taking time to stop by. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Y'all come back now.
Some things are not the same as they were a year ago.